Hi everyone, thank you for checking in here. I wanted to share with you the current state of my Venti. As you can tell, I only have 5% crit rate and 92% crit damage. I don't use him for damage that much, I just use him for his ultimate, and so I want a very high EM because that's what affects damage. So I have him at 677, not a lot of as much EM as my Kazuha, who I use more often, who has 780. So I can always switch out some Viridescent Venereer sets, but he does not have the best artifact pieces. I have him on an Elemental Mastery Stringless. This is nice. There are some other builds where you can put him on Elegy for the end, or Elegy for the end. Or you can use his Windbloom Ode, which was part of the Windbloom Festival, and you can buy that in Mondstadt now if you missed it. This also has very good Elemental Mastery, but as you can tell, there's just a little bit more in the Stringless. This can get up to 160 if I leveled it up, which I didn't finish leveling it up. But Stringless is very good for Venti. And I have him on Viridescent Venereer. So I have him on an HP Goblet with as much EM as possible. So we have 40 EM here, 70 EM on this attack. What is Kazuha running? Kazuha only has 37 Elemental Mastery, so to be honest, I actually want to switch that to give Kazuha more, because I care about Kazuha's EM a little bit better. So now my Kazuha's EM is at 813, and that would still move me at 655. But depending on what you're using, if in the Spiral Abyss it makes sense to use Venti, you can switch it back and get more EM and take it from Kazuha. But I have an Elemental Mastery Sans, which has some crit damage on it and some energy recharge. His ultimate's always up, so you can gather those enemies and suck them up. I do have him on an Animo damage Goblet with 40 Elemental Mastery. And then I also have an Elemental Mastery headpiece with horrible stats, but it is an on-piece EM hat that I'm happy with. Constellations, I don't have any constellations for him. I'm not sure that they're not really needed with Venti. Even at C0, he can do well. And I only have him at 889. If I were to crown him, I would use it on his ultimate, the Wind's Grand Ode. Next would probably be Skyward Sonnet, and then the regular attack, because I just really use him for his ultimate. I rarely use it for anything else. So it does additional elemental damage, and that's really why we're prioritizing EM. So he works really well in Spiral Abyss and in open field exploration. But I want to thank you for checking out the current state of my Venti.